Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
You're living in Japan, right?
Yeah, now I'm living for 1 year.
So today I'm asking people from abroad who are living in Japan. And firstly, what was the reason you started living here?
The reason I came here was because of the war.
Okay.
So now I'm studying Japanese language.
Okay, language school.
Yeah, in language school.
Okay. Would you mind if I ask why you chose Japan?
I like Asia in general, like Asian culture, and I like Japanese culture. I like the most. When I was a kid, I was actually dreaming about Japan. So
What especially do you like about Japanese culture?
everything, like the food, the nature, and everything is so clean. And it's hard to say what I like the most. It's like combo, everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. After spending a year, did you like life in Japan?
Yeah, it's kind of hectic. Yeah,
Mhm.
especially
Yeah.
if we are talking about Tokyo. But I like it. I like this rhythm of the life. So yeah. Yeah, but sometimes, you are getting tired of this rhythm of the life, but it's fine, Yeah, I was ready for that, so.
What do you like the most and what is the most difficult in life in Japan?
What I like the most is the food. Yeah, I think one of the main reason is I like Asian food, especially Japanese one, and the people are people. I came here because of the war, so it's kind of different situation comparing to other foreigners. So the Japanese people, they are so kind to us, and they really do everything. They make too much good things to make us really feel comfortable here. Yeah, so the people are really kind and they are open. Maybe at the beginning it was kind of hard for me because not all people can speak English, and when you come here, not like as a tourist,
Yeah.
and when you come here for a living, it's kind of hard because, at some bank, for example, or some places like that. So even if you want to open your bank account, it's hard. But now it's fine. When I'm studying, now it's getting better and better to understand each other.
Okay.
So
Did you communicate with Japanese?
yeah, of course, I have lots of friends.
How did you get friends with them?
Some friends, this is the friends of my friends,
Okay.
this is the friends of my foreign friends. So last time I met such a nice Japanese people just in the park, and we still keep in touch. So
So you can casually make friends with
yeah,
Japanese?
yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So do you think that it's easy to
Yeah,
get
it's
friends with
actually-
them?
It's actually easy, but some of them, they cannot speak English, so maybe they are kind of
Okay.
closed. Yeah, so
That is a problem.
yeah.
Okay.
But they are always open for communication, so it's just about language.
Do you have some interesting funny story whether as for a communication with Japanese?
Yeah, sometimes, we are going with my Ukrainian friends to the bars, and there are a lot of Japanese people, for example, firstly when they come, they are so shy and they hesitate, but after they getting kind of drunk, they behave so they are so funny, and yeah.
So to break the ice, we need alcohol.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to continue living in Japan?
Yeah, I want to stay as much as longer, but let's see. I don't have such a big plan about my future life because you never know what can happen, but now I feel so good here, so yeah, I feel I wanna stay here for a long time.
It was interesting to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you guys from?
The UK.
And friends.
France.
Yeah.
Are you visiting Japan or living in Japan?
We're living.
Yeah, for 1 year.
For 1 year. What do you do in Japan?
I'm an exchange student, just finished my studies.
And I was an exchange student and I just stayed doing an internship.
You guys are exchange student. What was university life in Japanese university?
It was quite different from my home university. Work was different, like the actual university work was different, and then living in Tokyo was obviously different than living back home. So yeah, I think a lot of people who go to university in Tokyo still live with their parents, which I understand because it's an expensive city. So, but that's quite different from the UK. So most people move out of home and like live with their friends, so it's quite a different university culture.
Do students in UK live with friends in a share house
Yeah, that's
or dormitory?
Yeah, usually first year you live in a dormitory provided by your university. That's most students do that, and then like second, third year, fourth year, you usually move out with friends you've made to like a share house or you rent a house together. Yeah.
What did you think about students in Japan? Some people say like they are possibly take classes, like they don't like say their opinion during classes and so on. Did you find some differences in terms of that during taking classes?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
In the UK, you're expected to do the reading and show up to class and share your opinion, talk about your own knowledge, kind of debate with others, and that's how the class is set up. And most of my classes here were more like lecture focused, where the lecturer tells you like what to think or like gives their opinion to you. So it's less focused on your own developing your own opinion. Even some of the essays I wrote, I thought they didn't really want your opinion so much, and they didn't expect so much from you, I think. But then they had other emphasis, like other things you had to do. So like attendance was really important. It was quite different than what I was used to, like the style of teaching and like assessment.
Japanese students were less talking in class, and the teacher needed to call them for them to answer. That even though some of them like studied abroad and everything, they were less vocal about their opinion, or they had sometimes really good ideas, but they wouldn't say them if you won't like call them. I feel like.
I want to ask about outside of university. Firstly, did you like life in Japan?
Yes,
A
I
lot.
loved it. Yeah.
What did you like the most?
Ooh,
So many things.
a lot of things. Everywhere is so beautiful. Like you can travel to any places. It's incredible. Food is incredible.
Cheaper to eat out, more eating out culture, like it's
Yeah.
more common. That's super nice. The country's super safe also. Like Tokyo is a super safe city. The country's, especially compared to Europe, I've never like felt unsafe in this city, even at night. So that's super nice.
Also the onsen,
Yeah.
the food, all.
Yeah.
Just the concept of it, incredible.
Where did you try onsen?
Wow.
Lots of places.
Kusatsu,
Oh.
Hakone.
We were actually in Kagoshima, but we did the one where you get buried in sand.
Yeah.
That was super nice.
You went to Hokkaido,
Yeah, Hokkaido. I did Nobori-betsu onsen. That was super nice.
Shikoku. Every time
Everywhere,
we go, every time I
basically.
go to a place and there is an onsen, I would go there.
What are some difficulties about living in Japan?
Last trains.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The fact that in Japan last trains are really early, so when you want to go out after midnight, you need to stay out until the first train. So it's basically 5 a.m. So you just spend the whole night in the club or like in the bar, getting tired, and when you come back, you just like kind of regret your night, and you're like,
Yeah.
So you don't have last train, like 24/7 there is a train running?
no. But we have night. Like I live in Paris, and we have night buses.
In bigger cities, yeah, like for example London, it's the same. So there's night buses. You can usually get like much closer to where your home is, and then either you take a taxi or walk. I also think taxis are more expensive here. So
The train is so expensive. Also, I forgot about that.
yeah.
Train is so expensive here. Sorry.
Subway?
Subway. Sorry,
Yeah,
subway.
Because in Europe there's a lot of student, not in the UK so much, but I know in like the rest of Europe, when you're a student, you pay like 200 euros for your like yearly transportation around your city, for example. So it's, even though you have commuter pass here, it's still, I would say, more expensive. And that's for like everywhere in the whole city transportation, not just your like commute to school, which is what you get on the commuter pass here. Yeah.
You will come back to your home, but after that you want to come back to Japan to live here?
So we were talking about that earlier.
Okay.
To me, I think I would go back because like there's a lot of, I don't know, things I still want to discover here, like travels I want to do, people I still want to meet. But like living in the future, like 5 years or 10 years, I don't know. I think it would be more like, it would not be a goal if there isn't something like a job. And I think I will never live my whole life here.
I'm the same. I would stay if there was a specific reason, like if there was a master's course I wanted to do or there was a specific job. But we've both lived here for 1 year now. It's a nice amount of time to have really loved my time here. I've had such an incredible time. But I think it would be a very active choice to like start setting up a life here, like learning Japanese better, like getting like more Japanese friends, also like integrating into the culture more. And I think that's a lot harder and takes a lot more work than maybe, for example, doing in Europe. So it would have to be like a conscious choice that I want to like spend the time and the energy to like set up my life here. So it would have to be a like really purposeful choice because of like the language and maybe some of like the Japanese work culture. So yeah.
Lastly, there may be some people from abroad who want to live in Japan. Do you have some message or advice for them?
I would say do it, especially if you come from Europe. It can be quite a scary prospect to come here, but we've both had an incredible year. I think if you want to come for 1 year, 2 years, or you love it and want to stay, people are so welcoming, the country's so beautiful. I would really encourage people to come and see if it's for them, for themselves.
If you want to try, just go for it. It's just an amazing experience anyway, and even though there are hardships and everything, I think it's just worth it.
We've both learned, well, I've learned so much just being here in 1 year, like from such a different culture than Europe. I've learned so much about myself and just living in a different culture, so it's a really valuable experience.
Pretty nice.
It was very interesting to talk with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
Turkey.
What brought you to Japan?
Exchange program for university.
Okay, so it means you are living in Japan right now, right?
Yep.
In general, did you like the life in Japan?
I like it. I mean, the life in Japan is very organized and people often know how to behave. I mean, there is chaos, but it's very organized. I mean, in trains, there are certain rules and people follow it. But in Turkey, people are not caring about the rules. Yeah, I mean, I like it. The lifestyle, the rules, better than Turkey here.
Okay. But did you have some like difficulties about living in Japan?
When you're close with someone in Turkey, I mean, it's very easy to text them. And people in Japan usually have plans for the next week, so you have to make a schedule for it. And it's a good thing because it's planned. But in Turkey, you can say just, let's meet tomorrow. And they'll say, yeah. But in Japan, it would be, oh, can we meet next week? Do you understand what I mean?
I understand.
In Japan, it's like everyone has like a calendar in their purse. So, yeah.
Do you want to continue living in Japan?
Maybe for a few years, but I'm not sure if I want to live here for like a lifetime. You know, I'm still 22 and my opinions change very quickly. So, I mean, at least for 2 years, I would like to live here, but after that, I'm not sure.
What will be the difficulties if you will live here for like very long span?
The language. I mean, I can express myself well in English, but Japanese is, for me, is a very tough language because of kanji and stuff. So I think I won't be able to learn Japanese fully, even if I live here for 20 years. It will be a barrier for me. And the work life, I mean, the intensity of the work life here, the office jobs, it's a little bit intimidating.
So lastly, there may be some people who want to live in Japan. Do you have some message or advice for them?
So if they're thinking about it, don't delay it, don't cancel it. If you want to do it and if you have the means, like the money, financial support, I think you should try it. Don't regret anything.
It was very interesting to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Same, thank you.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。いかがだったでしょうか？皆さんは海外に住むとしたらどこの国に住んでみたいですか？コメント欄で教えてください。他にも動画のご感想やテーマのご要望などコメント欄で教えていただけますと幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録の際は通知ボタンもお忘れなく。